Hello everyone, it's your girl Benny. I'm here with another tutorial on how to highlight and contour like a pro. Thanks for watching.
Ladies, so I have already went and did my eyebrows. If you want to see how I completed them, I just recently put up a tutorial. But as you can see by the weird color of my skin, I have already kind of color corrected my face because we want our skin to be one even tone if we can get it that way. I used the NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the color D. Next, I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay Foundation. I chose to do this because I'm not really going anywhere important, and this foundation isn't as long wearing as some of the foundations that I normally wear. So I'm going to use this, and this is the color Caramel 400, and this is the one for normal to dry skin. So I'm going to take a few pumps, and I just like to pump it like on my face. For the best coverage, you want to use like kind of a lot. Then I'm going to take this Real Techniques foundation brush and kind of blend it in a little, just a little. Take my beauty sponge. It's showing up really orange on me right now, but by the time I highlight and contour, it'll be alright. This is more of a summer shade for me, but like I said, by the time I highlight and contour, it'll all work out. Then I'm going to take this brush here just to get around my eye area. And I like to do a lot of shearing out of the foundation under my eye because we are only going to go in with some concealer there, so it's no need for it to be too heavy of a coverage there. This is MAC Studio Fix. I'm just going to use that to set my eyes. Want to take this Ruby Kisses 3D contour artist cream palette. Then I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush and I'm gonna dab into all three colors. And then I'm going to take that, and if you can kind of suck your cheek in and see, like I kind of already have a natural contour right here. So that's all we're doing is accentuating that, because like as you can see, this side is like chiseled and this side is like flat. So the whole point of this is just to give your face some dimension. So you can already see, boom, she popping. So we gonna go on and do the other side because we just need to do that. And as you can see, boom, we contoured. And I could stop there, which normally I do, but I'm gonna show y'all the whole thing, hence why I don't have no hair right now. I just like to kind of brush it up into an upward direction, like that. And I like cream contouring because sometimes I feel like powder, it can get really muddy really fast if you go too hard with it. So the cream just lets me kind of, you know, make it more like a dimensional. Like look at that, like my face is like regular, but it looks like if I was doing that, like, and that's what you want to do. You want to make your face look dimensional. The next place I'm going to contour is my forehead, which normally, like I said, I don't do, but for the sake of this video, and you want to take your forehead contour and kind of draw it up like that and bring it down. And as you can see, a little, some dimension. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and just kind of dab that into my forehead. Next, we're gonna contour our jawline. As you can see, I already have kind of a natural jawline contour, but we're gonna go there again, and that's just gonna make it look even more intense. Take my sponge, get rid of that harshness there, and now we have a shadow versus, well, it's a shadow here too. And I'm going to take this brush here that I got from Forever 21. I had it for years. And I'm gonna take a little bit of like this lighter, take a little bit of this lighter color. Cause for me, I don't really like a lot of nose contour. I just want you to be able to see, a little bit more. So I just like to do something like that. Now I'm gonna spray my face. So for my highlight, I don't like directly under my eye to have like a lot of brightness because I feel like it gives you flashback. So I like to take one that's like a little closer to my skin tone, this is Fawn. And I like to put this on the inside and I bring it straight down like that. And I like kind of fan it out. And you want to make like a triangle kind of shape, but you don't want to go out too far. I see people make that mistake and then you end up kind of messing up what you already did. Because it's like you're trying to, eliminate light from some places to make your face look slimmer or whatever. And they put too much and it's like you just made your face look way bigger with that. Highlight here because that's another place where light would hit on your face. And I like to bring my highlight over a little bit on my nose because it just helps contour it even more. Boom. Tip of my nose I like to highlight, and then down the bridge like that. Chin. And then forehead. And then just a tad bit of reverse contour just to, might as well. We can go all the way today. And then something else that I like to do is lighten around my mouth. Because number one, a lot of people have smile lines. Gratefully I don't, but I do have darkness there. So adding a little extra concealer helps. I'm going to take another concealer. This is a lighter one. This is medium beige. And I'm just going to put that right on the highest point of my cheekbone. Just right there. Highest point of our face. A little bit on our forehead, tip of the nose, and then we're gonna go here with it. So right now, everything is highlighted the way it's supposed to, in my book. Everybody has their own way of doing this, but to each his own, like I said. But we're gonna go ahead and blend all of this out. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend this in. As you can see, our face is starting to look a little bit more three-dimensional just with that, and I haven't even blended it all out yet. I know I look crazy right now, don't judge me. But this is what it takes. People always ask me, like, how did you get your face like that? This is how I do it. I don't go this extreme every single time, but the days when it's like my face sitting, honey, I did all this. Then I'm gonna take my sponge again and I'm gonna blend this out. And you see now that I blended that out, you could just kind of see more of like my face and stuff. So I'm gonna take this sponge and just kind of dab under where my contour is and blend it. And that kind of highlight it and makes it look like way more intense than it normally would be. So this is the blended side. This is the non-blended side. Let's blend this too. I'm gonna go ahead and blend the other side. As you can see, we're looking a little bit more snatched. Just want to make sure you go in and blend every single thing out. Now this is the part where you make or break your face, because I see so many, try and fail on this. But I'm gonna bake today. I never normally bake, but I'm gonna bake today because I feel like I just want to do a little yummy. So I'm gonna take my Sacha Buttercup, and I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening, and I'm going to take just a tad bit of it and mix it together, because I brought the wrong powder, and just don't make that mistake, because you're going to look ashy if you are a woman of color. But in the meantime, I'm going to set under my eye. I'm going to take this NYX No Filter powder, and this is supposed to be a foundation, but I use it as a bronzer. I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and just a little bit, and I'm just going to warm up my face. That also sets your contour as well, but this is just my foundation powder brush, and I like to, in between steps, just go blend it, because if you just cake it on there and don't blend it, it's just gonna look crazy, and we don't have any time for that, honey. As you can see, we still got our dimension in our face. I'm going to take my powder foundation now, and I'm going to just clean up under there. Alright, now to further contour, I'm going to take MAC Blunt and this contour brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to swirl it around, tap off any excess, and we just going to go right here and lightly kind of buff this area to make it more intense. And as you can see, it's intense, honey. You want to do the other side. And then with the excess powder, I like to kind of swirl it up into my hairline, even though you will not see any of this today on me. And then I like to kind of brush down the side of my nose a little bit. And then kind of get in here, because this is what makes it really slim too, is just getting this area and getting it tight and getting it right. I like to take the same powder I used to set my eye, and take a little bit on my brush, tap off any excess, honey, because we don't need too much, and go in and wipe off all this powder. And this kind of helps avoid having that cakey flashback look. So we just gonna brush that out like that. And give it like some color. And I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And I'm gonna take these two colors just to add to my lid. I'm going to take Saddle from MAC, and it's like a deep brown color, almost close to my skin tone, but a little bit more brown. Like, this is where your crease is. So let's use your pinky. That is where your crease is. So on me, I would shade this part. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Saddle, and I'm gonna shade that part. That part. But as you can see, it's definition. And I feel like once you learn where your crease is and how to like use the shadows to create it or to enhance it, eyeshadow will be a breeze for you. Seriously. I'm gonna take this more fluffier brush so it won't be as harsh and just blend all this out. Let's take a little bit more Saddle and just deepen it a little more. And that just kind of contours your eye. You see like the difference? Like this is like kind of flat and no dimension, and then you just got this dimension over here just popping. Then now for little setting. And now that my face is kind of getting to the point where it's like set, I'm gonna take my fan brush and I'm just gonna further highlight my face. I like to use this Carly by Belle palette to highlight my face, and I like to take these first two colors together or sometimes these two. So today, just so y'all can see it for the sake of the video, I'm gonna use the two colors right here, and I'm just gonna switch them around, tap off any excess. And what you want to do is emphasize this part of your face, because this is where your cheekbone should be the highest. And if you can see me turn, this is where your highlight wants to go. And as you can see, oh wait, wrong side, but it's already kind of popping. And I like to take my sponge just to kind of diffuse it if it gets like too much. Take it over here, and I like to go like directly under the corner of my eye and go kind of like in a triangular shape. So once you get here, it's like, okay, this is where the highlight should stop. Now, even though this is not really a part of contouring, I am going to add blush, and I like to do my blush after this step. That way, if I get any too far, I can kind of clean it up. And we're going to take things a little step further. We want to highlight and contour our eyes. So to highlight your eyes, to make your eyes look wider, because as you can see, I have like chinky eyes, I like to take a white liner. And as you can see, my eye looks bigger on this side. So we're going to do the same exact thing. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia palette again, and to make our eyes look even bigger, you want to kind of concentrate the color on the outside to give your eye the illusion that it's like bright and wide awake. Especially if you're tired, this really works well, because you know, girl be having bags sometimes but she don't get enough rest. Anyway, I'm going to take the colors Real Guard and Cypress Umber out of this palette on a MAC 242, and I'm just going to color lightly the outside of my eye. I'm going to take mascara and I'm going to prep my face for some eyelashes.
And just like that, I'm done with the tutorial. Stay tuned for my eyelash application video and listen to some of my tunes. Make sure you go check me out.
If you tryna judge me, I don't fall, you won't break, you can't budge me. Move these bitches to the side cause they blocking my vision. I thank God for my faith and use of intuition. Candlelit dinner, this ain't no romantic night. Check the meter, man, these people done cut off the lights. Ain't no cordless phone, you gotta stretch the cord, nigga. Mama left, I ran the streets to fill the void, nigga.